Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to my subscribe lesson about IELTS exam speaking and writing session. It's Monday morning here in the UK, and our local time is 6:29 a.m. So, dear viewers, if you are interested to join, just click on the subscribe button or visit my profile and join from there. At the moment, there is an offer which is Hello Summer. That code is valid up to the 5 p.m. today UK time. You get 30% discount for all classes or private lesson, and possibly it might be eligible to get 2 free lessons. So if you are interested to join, that's so easy. But if you don't want to join, but still you can watch it, or if you don't want to subscribe, still you can join here as a one-time hop ons. So you have to spend $2 in that case just for one session, and that's very easy and quick as well. You have to click on the hop on button. You can see the hop on button if you're watching from the web, or the video cam button if you're watching from the mobile. Let's kick off. So this lesson is mostly based on speaking and writing, but though I gave the information about reading and listening as well. Basically, when you are considering to sit for the exam, you can improve reading and listening by yourself, but it is almost impossible to develop a writing and speaking without getting feedback or getting monitored by qualified and competent teacher. Not every teacher has the capacity to assess your speaking and writing, because most of the cases, many of my subscribers ask this common question: how I can know that whether my writings are correct or speaking is correct? That's really a brilliant and challenging question. But if you don't know how to identify your own mistakes or how to find your own errors, in that case, the only solution is get help from a competent and qualified teacher. So that's the answer of your question. And if you are aware that we are going to explain about the speaking task 2 and 3, if my subscribers are here, otherwise I'll go with the explanation of writing techniques. Hello, Ainura, welcome.
Oh, good morning, teacher.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, I think, yeah. Good day, I think. Beginning of week.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Yeah, I just woke up and started this lesson a
Mm-hmm.
while ago.
Mm-hmm. We had some about other guys, I think, here, no?
Oh, I have my regular job. So after finishing this lesson, I'll start going to my workplace.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, there were other guys joined our class.
Yeah, but I don't see them very often.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good for you that you can practice as like a private lesson.
Yeah. But yeah, I just when I subscribe, I see like overloaded teacher or no. Yeah, it's also one of criteria.
Mhm. I think there was another uh, admin team member has subscribed me to support me, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Mm-hmm.
won't join. He just subscribed to support me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
um, have you got my email?
Yeah, I read it. Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. If you remember, in official letter, we don't start with our name.
With my name.
No, we
Mm-hmm.
don't. No, and we don't say best regards, best wishes. Sorry, you can may use kind regards. That's fine, but not best wishes.
No, I said never. I use wishes. I say always best regards or regards.
Yeah, but
Like.
even though when you are an applicant for a company, we can't use it. You can use these two
Mhm.
words, best regards, best wishes, when you know the person, when you have already got the job, when you have the
Mhm.
communications with the company for a while.
Mhm. So we use what? Sincerely, like.
Yes, so in official letter, because you're applying or writing for the first time, you can
Mhm.
use, we use faithfully yours when you don't know the name, or truly yours, or yours truly, yours faithfully. We use
Mhm.
sincerely when you salute the person with the name, like dear Mr. John
Mhm.
or dear Mrs. Trevor.
Mm.
And
Then you address name, okay.
when you address the person with the name, yeah,
Mhm.
with also salutation like
Okay.
Mr. or Mrs. Remember, okay.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
And when we, in the meantime, in one sentence, you have written that you have got experience, but you didn't say that you're interested. You have to mention it. Remember, you have to show your interest or desire that you like to do the job.
Mm.
This sentence was not there. And
I thought like I am good for this for I am good fit for this job. I
yeah,
just
that,
wrote this.
yeah, that's fine. But remember, even if you're saying you're good for the job, we don't say straight away, I'm good for job. We just
Mhm.
bring a word to say like this for your information, or please note that.
Mhm.
These are some of the official language we have to use. And
Mhm.
these are the guidelines, honestly, for the official communication or professional communication or academic communication.
Yeah.
Okay, and also, and every letter you must thank to the person. Thank you very much for your attention or for your cooperation or for your reading or whatever.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Teacher, today is lesson like you and me. Or
Yeah,
there is no one in chat.
no one except you and me. Hello has
Oh.
made more restriction.
Mm.
Possibly. And yeah, it is open for everyone. Only the new users can come and watch. Some people
Mm.
are already.
Today is like
Go on.
like no one is here, so I'm just wondering. Like it wasn't so before. Yeah.
Yeah, only the new users who has got these sprout, the two green leaves, they can comment it. Otherwise, other
Mm,
people can watch it for, I think, 90 seconds. This is the new update from the Hello. You cannot watch if you're
mm,
not my subscriber more than 90 seconds. Hello will
mm,
kick you out automatically.
mm,
It will ask
mm,
you subscribe indirectly. Okay.
mm. It's asked me all the time, subscribe to be Hello advanced user, yeah. Hello Plus user.
No, subscribe to this lesson. If you want to watch it, it will say subscribe to this lesson. Even it happens to me when I watch some teacher's live stream. After 90
Mm-hmm.
seconds, the message comes, you need to subscribe to the teacher.
Mm,
Okay.
mm-hmm. Okay.
But from the web, it doesn't say. It says only from the mobile if you're watching from the mobile.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I actually couldn't open my notebook now, and I joined again from my cell phone. Because of that, I was late. So I always prefer to go to lesson from my laptop, but I struggled, and something happening to my notebook. It's still overloading. Yeah, and I joined it by mobile. That's why I was late.
That's okay, no worries. So we will have more time now to
Yeah,
practice.
and for yesterday to the teacher, I just want to apologize. I didn't know how I get asleep. Yeah, I was sleepy. I was feeling that sleep, being sleepy. Then I wanted to say, but when I wake up, I just recognize that I was asleep.
No worries. But we understand what happened. After a while, we found that you're not talking. And I asked Nasi,
Mm,
the other guy, can you hear her? He said, no,
mm,
possibly, he said, possibly she's gone. Or maybe she's
mm,
busy, she can't answer you. However,
mm,
and when you become inactive after a short while, uh, Hello
mhm,
sometimes it does that, but it it removes you, or it or automatically when this in a program, I mean when our live stream finished, and obviously
mm.
everyone got disconnected.
Okay.
No worries for that. So uh, speaking task 2 would be the better for you to start. We have already described this topic, right?
Mhm. Okay.
Hi Najat, welcome and thanks for the donation. See, Najat was my subscriber too. Then
Uh-huh.
I think she has subscribed to another teacher. Hello Sai, welcome. We have,
Where is Nazat now?
I don't know, she's subscribed to another teacher. So what happens
Mm.
basically, I know that through my live stream and broadcast, I bring other teachers to promote themselves,
Uh-huh.
and many of my students eventually go back to them to subscribe to them. But I
Yeah.
don't mind at all, because I know what is written for me, what is allotted cannot be blotted. There is a proverb. What is in my reject, it
Mm.
will come to me. So it doesn't matter whether
Yeah,
I
okay.
marketize or support other people or not. But I always try to support
Mm.
other teachers for more
Yeah, yeah.
students. And always,
You are
go on.
no, teacher, you say sorry.
Always I try to refer and promote others as well. And I believe that that will also help me a lot.
Yeah, I see that like there is like supportive empowerment between you, teachers, and Hello
That's right.
among yourself. Yeah.
Okay, so we have covered this topic, right? If you remember, Ainura, how's that apartment you'd like to live?
House apartment you will like to live in? A house? No, no, I didn't. We didn't cover it.
Okay, so let's do it today. So
Uh-huh.
describe a house or an apartment you like to live in here. That is the speaking task 2. What you should say,
Mm-hmm.
what it is, what it is if you have already, what it would be if you want to live in the future. So you have to just think of it, whether you have got the house at the moment or not. If you haven't, what it would be in the future, the
Mm-hmm.
location, and also explain why you have chosen the location. Maybe it's in a village, countryside, fresh air, nature, touristic spot, job, etc. What would you like to do
Mhm.
there? It means that how do you spend your time? Okay,
Mhm.
like if you live with a family, if you've got children, you give time to them. Okay, you cook,
Mhm.
or if you've got garden, you can go for your gardening, or even in the small
Mhm.
apartment, you can grow some, vegetables or some trees in a tub. And
Green small
yes,
spices, yeah.
that's right.
Mhm.
And also, what do you like to do? Like you can watch TV, you can play games, you can talk, you can tell stories. I'm just giving the clues what you're going to include. And who would like to live there with? That's a very challenging question. Sometimes people think that I like to live alone. That's fine. If you like to live with your family, husband, wife, welcome. Your parents, welcome. Your extended families, like your grandparents, uncle, aunts, welcome. But you have to mention it clearly. And remember, if you bring
Mhm.
more family members, then it will be easier for you to spend the time. So your
Mhm.
question two
Yeah, yeah.
would be amazing in that case.
Mhm.
And explain why you like to live, as I said, and any other related information that is really another extra information you can put. You can say,
Mhm.
I've got a photo with my family, and that's beside my table. Every morning when I wake up, I look at my photographs, and it reminds me how amazing family we are. What, etc., etc. I'm just giving some information. Okay,
Mhm.
speak at least 2 minutes, but it's better to speak more than 2 minutes.
Mhm.
And task three is related to it. Take 1 minute time and let me know when you're ready. I'm going to watch the time. And as usual, we're going to assess four things: your fluency and cohesion. Number one, your vocab, which is your lexical resources. Number three, using correct grammar and wider ranges of grammar. Number four, your pronunciation.
Mhm.
Hi, Justin. Welcome. Justin has just improved. I mean, subscribed.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. Justin, I have invited you. If you're free, please do join. And for your writing section, remember, Ainura, practice is the only way for academic writing.
Yeah, yeah. I I think like maybe I have to translate some small pieces of books to
Okay, another
to.
important clue
Mhm.
is that I forgot to mention. If you are if you're interested to use a word that is taught in English, you can use it,
Mhm.
but you must translate it in English. Like I remember
Mhm.
that one of my candidates said, it's a girl, that I wrote a Bengali book. Its name is like Matir Maya, which is in Bengal,
Mhm.
which means the love of my country. You
Mhm.
see,
Mhm.
when you're saying a non-English word, you must give a pause so that the examiner can understand you're going to use something else. And that is the
Yeah,
technique.
yeah.
If you want to use any non-English words, you can use it, but give a pause, then you pronounce it as it is and translate it what it means.
Mhm. Yeah.
That is acceptable. Greatest and
Mhm.
important matter about the speaking task is always remember, depending on the topic, you must use the correct form of tense. Because most of the cases I have realized and I have assessed, I found that when the topic is in past tense, our learners have the tend to use always the present tense, though they start past tenses, but in the middle they just forget. They just try to use the present tense, which is not really good. Remember, if you change the tense, it
Yeah.
blocks the message. It doesn't go to the past. If you're saying, "Hey, I go to school in say 2018," 2018 is gone, but you're using present tense. It is totally incorrect. It will affect your score, definitely.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me know when you're ready. Yeah?
I yeah, I think I'm ready. I just put some guidelines for myself.
And also, please make sure try to use compound sentences wherever possible, conditional sentences wherever possible, and try to give examples. Remember that that is also very good way to present yourself. If you bring examples,
Mm-hmm.
if you give real life examples, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But even there is no real life example, you can fake it. Remember that it doesn't matter whether
Mm-hmm.
the your examples are right or wrong, but you're giving a logical example.
Okay. So I live in the apartment in 12th floor apartment now with my family, and if I if I
One
had an
moment,
opportunity. Mhm.
hang on a second. Look at this topic. It says he like to live in.
Yeah, I'm just beginning.
Okay.
If I had an opportunity to choose where I would live, I would like to live in the house in countryside with stable internet connection so that I could do my remote job and and enjoy countryside. Um, in the place like in village, there is of course very smooth and calm life. You can hear birds, uh, horns, chicken, and dogs, cats. It's like it's very amazing when you do your job and are close to nature. Um, but for now, I can't afford myself to stay countryside because in countryside there is no stable internet connection in our country. So those people who um, want to have good internet connections, they are they're staying in the city. And I would like mm, my house to be not so big and not so small, enough for all my family members. And I would definitely invite my father to stay with us because he is in he's in elderly and he's almost 70 years old, and I know that he wants to live in peaceful place where it is less of sound, less of traffic sound, and like some that he can recall his childhood. He grown in village himself, and I think then people are getting old, they want to like to live in such place. And for my children, I would like um, to that my place would have a good big yard, green yard, and it would I would like it that place to be safe, safe for my children to play. Like if I am busy and I cannot look after them every minute, just to let them to play on their own for about 2 hours and feel safety for them. Mhm. Then I would like to have some maybe a garden to raise there some potatoes, tomatoes, garlics, some spicy plants that are easy to grow, and I would like to have one housekeeper who could help me like twice a week to come and to clean my yard and clean my house. That would be nice for me, and I think it is not a dream that cannot be affordable, but this dream is fully can be realized if I try my best at my job. Thank you, teacher. I'm done.
Great, well done. 4 minutes 51 seconds. And
Too much.
before that, hey, Superfluous, welcome. Thanks for your subscription again. Can you hear? Okay, he has muted. Well done. You know, overall your fluency was okay. But I've realized that if you remember when teacher April was here, I mentioned it. When you speak without topic, you speak really very natural way. Remember that when I ask you a task, when that time I think that you think that I'm under pressure. Don't think like that. Take it normal way.
Yeah.
You speak really well in that case. Your fluency becomes bit better than this way when when you have been given the topic. However,
The topic.
yeah, however, remember that giving topic and talking about topic is sometimes challenging as long as
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
talk a different, information. And
Yes.
your vocabs are still okay. Grammar is always, there should be some problem. Don't worry for that, more or less. But there is one sentence you have used which is really incomplete. You mentioned about your children. I like to my children. Then you went to the another sentence which seems to be incomplete. Remember that? Possibly you tried to say, I like my children to play or spend good time. Okay, possibly. I
I
guessed.
would like, yeah, maybe, yeah, I said, yeah, I like, I recognize my mistakes, but at that moment, I want to not only focus on my mistakes, but to build sentences.
Exactly.
So that I'm just struggling there.
Remember, that's why we practice it. So don't worry about that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is expected that candidates might make some mistakes. So don't worry. Even there is a mistake, and there is a possibility to get 7, 7.5, even 8. If you ever read the band descriptors, the band descriptions in IELTS exam, it says in band 9 that speaks very well like a native, though there is very common minor mistakes. You know the major mistakes and minor mistakes? Major mistakes are when you're
Yeah,
making
yeah.
mistakes about tense. Minor mistakes is maybe you're omitting one or two words like this one. These are minor mistakes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I hope it will come with practice, teacher. Maybe at December I will take my exam. Maybe, yeah.
yeah, okay, that's right. Don't worry about that. You'll overcome it eventually. And honestly, your speaking quality has doubled up, which is really very positive thing. But you have used one. Do you know when you're describing a topic, there are three things related: content, collocation, and connotations. Before that, I like to take half a 30 seconds break. I need to check something quickly. Yeah? One more, please. I'll be back.
Okay. Superflows and Justin, are you there?
Yeah, hi,
Hi.
Noor.
Yeah. Yeah,
How
I
you
know.
doing?
What is your name?
My
Like,
name is
can you say
Superfluous
just your real name?
Sheikh.
Sheikh.
Yeah,
So, where are you from?
India. How about you?
Yeah. I'm from Kyrgyzstan. Yeah.
Kyrgyzstan.
So you
Oh,
subscribe to teacher Rahat Ali today, or you are like a newbie here
as a
and
free trial.
I'm
free trial?
I'm
Okay.
back. So
Hi.
Superfluous, you have got another free trial.
Yes, sir.
That's
So like I went over there and I saw like $0. I was like, let's subscribe again.
ah,
So
that's
I don't know how it happened.
that's great. No, Hello has offer at the moment. I know that for the free trials as well as 30%
Uh,
discount. That's great.
oh, mm-hmm.
Welcome back. Okay, I'll talk to you. Let me give her the common feedbacks. So
Mhm.
your pronunciation, it needs to be developed if you want to get a little bit good score. Remember, in
Yeah, yeah.
speaking part, you students can get 100% marks in all the four features except the pronunciation section, because sometimes if there is a word you have pronounced in a wrong way, it will still affect your score. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so but it is still achievable, the 25% marks in pronunciation. So as you know,
Mm-hmm.
fluency 25%, vocab
Mm-hmm.
25%, grammar 25%. So if you calculate this 25%, so 2.25, you are going to get
Mhm.
6.75. Okay, 3 2.25.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get even 20% from the pronunciation, you're going to get another, say, 20% of 2.25 is roughly, it will eventually roughly 8 band score. That's really pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, hi Amit, welcome. Amit, we are today practicing the speaking tasks 2 and 3 together. Hello, letter M, welcome. And welcome back, Superfluous. Thank you very much. So, overall, Ainura, you have done really well and better than last time. And
Mm.
your
Thank
sound and connection is okay.
you.
Sorry, I was explaining something. It's also important for Superfluous. There are three C's important for any topic. C number one is content. uh, Content. And number two is collocation. And number three is connotation. You have mentioned, I will not stay in a house when there is no network, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Remember, this sentence has got a negative meaning. Connotation means when you are giving an explanation which has got a positive impact of your speaking or negative impact. So you do not need to bring a negative impact in your speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, please
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
avoid it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it is better to avoid because it is for your better score. I know that that's the reality. In some places there are not stable networks, maybe there is out of network in some place, especially in a village
Mm-hmm.
or rural area, but you don't need
Yeah.
to mention it. You'll mention, even though it is a village area, I believe that my network would be positive or strong, so it will not affect it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
remember sometimes,
Miracle story.
come on, it's a story. Speaking in IELTS exam is nothing but creating a story. The
Mm-hmm.
examiner is not going to check whether there's a stable network or not. Okay,
Yeah.
so
If you lie, it's okay. Yeah.
yeah, if you lie, it's okay. Yeah, sometimes some students and teacher, that's a lie. So it doesn't matter. You're just creating your own story.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is another.
When you lie,
So it should
I
be
will
believable,
confuse.
right, sir?
Sorry, Superfluous.
I said it should be believable. It should not be something unnatural.
That's right. Yes, yes, I know. That's right. When you lie, you lie. That's fine. It's only for your speaking part. It is not going to happen in reality.
I mean, when I lie, I will I couldn't be fluent. Like I will like
Really?
drop myself.
Okay, I didn't know
When you lie, it's always.
that.
I think maybe there are good liars, perfect liars.
I see. I understand. Okay, welcome back, Super Plus. Overall, well done, Ainura. Thank you very much.
Hmm.
And we'll go to speaking task 3 in a moment. Let me welcome Super Plus. Super Plus, would you like to participate in this topic?
Yeah, sir. Why not? Sure.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. You will get only 1 minute because we have got
Uh,
27 minutes and there is speaking task 3 as well.
okay, okay. So, I have to talk about this now, where it is located and what would you like to do there and why would you live there, right?
Have you listened to her conversation? Super Plus.
Yeah, she was talking about her village and all. Like, I listened that.
So this topic is related to your house or
Mm-hmm.
apartment, where you like to live or where you're living. And these are the
Mm-hmm.
reasons you're going to explain why you are living there, where it is, with whom are you going to live, how do you spend the time, and what do you like to do there,
Okay.
etc. You have to speak at least 2 minutes, but you can speak more than 2 minutes.
Got it. So, I'm starting, sir.
Yeah, if you start, I have to check the timing because it is a challenging time
Yeah,
challenging
right.
and time controlled. Go
So
on,
I'm
please.
starting now. So my village is located in West Bengal. It's in countryside in West Bengal, and I would like to be there because of the natural places. Like it is surrounded by the natural places, the mountains and beautiful areas, river, and all the other things. So it is just very lovable and very fantastic to live over there and enjoy the natural beauty, get fresh air whenever I feel tired, whenever I don't feel good. I used to visit my village or countryside so that I get the natural and fresh airs, live with envi- good environment and enjoy the moment. And the question who you would live there with, so the answer is like with my family. Everyone in my family, I would love to live with them, especially with my mother in my village side, so that she serves good food. We enjoy there with her, and we go around. We like explore new places in the villages, and we get to know about more things in the village. So that's what like I want to be there. That's what I want from there, and why I just want to be there. Is my 1 minute is over?
You spoke only 1 minute to 25 seconds. You have to speak at least 2 minutes.
Oh, you said 1 minute, so I was like, okay,
2 minutes
okay,
at least.
okay.
At least 2 minutes means minimum 2 minutes, but you can speak more. That is okay.
Okay, okay, got it, got it. Yeah. So, apart from these things, what I like most about the village is that like there is no that much proper road, but it's still that thing attracts. The soil of that place. It attracts me, and it reminds me of my childhood because I have spent most of my days in my village, and apart from this. The beautiful trees are there, the mango tree and that lychee tree, everything is there, so I can get it very freshly over there when there's a season of that fruit. And we have lots of gardens over there, so I enjoy being in the garden and enjoy having some fruits and vegetables also. So these are some good points living over there. And we go and swim in the river also. That's another best part. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. Okay.
Mhm.
Actually, I must re-emphasize the topic is describe a house or an apartment you like to live in. But description you have given, most of them, it's about your village, but it should be about your
uh,
house and apartment. Remember,
mhm.
that should be our main topic. The other information, related information is fine.
Oh, I thought it's about the village area. Like where
Mm,
do I live? Maybe I misunderstood it.
that's right.
Mhm,
Okay, so it says that's a pinpoint. Describe a house or an apartment you'd like to
mhm,
live in. Then where it is in village area. That's fine. Village is nature. All these explanations are okay. But
mhm.
focus is
I
that,
missed out that.
yeah,
Yes.
all this question. Do not worry about the question. Just you try to answer one by one, step by step.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I got it.
You've
Mhm,
spoken now 2 minutes 21 seconds. That's fine. So well done,
mhm,
superfluous.
mhm,
Remember, have tried to use the grammar correctly, but though there's sometimes some grammar mistakes, don't worry. For both of you, I'll
mhm,
suggest when this lesson is over, it will be saved and recorded in my account. Have a
mhm,
look and listen to your part so that you can understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because
mhm,
sometimes
Yeah.
self correction and self development is very important rather than if I'm telling something. You'll feel it.
Yeah,
mhm,
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe I have made mistake there, or maybe it should be amended.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well done, both of
yeah.
you. Let's go to the speaking task three. Remember, in speaking task three, which is related to this topic, what do we explain? We explain few things. It is like analytic and answer, reasons, effects, comparison, supporting examples, and personal experiences. What it means exactly? It means when you're giving an answer, you have to explain why you have given the answer and how it is going to affect. For example, let me give you an example. Like my nephew always watches TV, and Why he always watches TV? Because he's addicted to TV watching. He doesn't want to study. He doesn't want to play video game, but he likes watching TV. As there
Mm-hmm.
are many TV channels nowadays for the children, so children are more interested to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's watching TV, he's eating much, he's becoming a little bit obese, which is really alarming. You see, you're giving personal example, personal comparisons as well. And another very important part of this task 3 is for each question, do not go beyond 20 to 30 seconds answer, which means for every answer, you can maybe, if your speaking fluency is very good, you can answer it 3 to 4 lines.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And always
Mm-hmm.
remember in real life exam, do not go beyond 30 seconds answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It will affect. If you give an answer long, examiner will not say anything because it's a
Mm-hmm.
test, but it will affect your score. But some
Okay.
examiners, I have heard that they give you a symbol because it is recorded. Remember, the IELTS speaking task is always recorded and sent to the British Council or the ITP Australia as an evidence that you have
Mm-hmm.
participated. But if you make a
Mm-hmm.
symbol, like don't talk,
Mm-hmm.
they will say, hey, don't talk. But it will not be recorded. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
In case if student is like appeal, yeah, they record it, yeah.
It is recorded, yes. It is mandatory that
I
if
mean, in case if student appeal back, like
that's right.
why my score is low.
Exactly, yeah. So you have got the chance to appeal within the 28 days from the
Mm-hmm.
test of the day. Because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
some students are not happy. They said, oh, I'm not happy with my
Mm-hmm.
speaking or I'm not happy with my writing. You can appeal two things,
Yeah.
only writing and speaking, remember. Because listening and reading, it is already answered is there, okay? Because A, B, C,
Mm-hmm.
D, multiple choice. But for writing
Okay.
and speaking, you can appeal these two parts. You can't appeal the other two parts.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
Okay.
right. Let's go to the part 3. And once again, you have to use maximum of your knowledge to explain all this answer. So fluency again, vocabs, grammar, and your pronunciation, and do not go beyond 30 seconds for each and every question. I'll start with Ainura, and after that, I'll go to superfluous.
Teacher, there is Justin also on the screen. He's not here?
No, I have invited him. He declined. Possibly he's busy, or maybe he doesn't want to participate. Honestly
Oh, okay.
speaking, sometimes some students subscribe out of their strong desire, but they don't want to participate. It happens almost every class with every teacher.
Mm, mm, okay.
If you remember teacher Johnny's
So,
explanation or pick test, she got quite a good number of students, but nobody wants to participate because it's a bit
mm,
difficult test. Okay,
mm.
let's move on. Uh,
Do you think?
okay, hang on a second.
Mhm.
These questions, because we are practicing, it is shown on the screen, but in real life exam, the examiner is going to ask you, and then you have to answer. You're not going to see the questions. But because we are practicing, that's why I have shown you the question. So if you answer one by one,
Mhm.
okay?
Okay.
Let's move on, please. Ainura.
Oh, mhm. First question, yeah?
Yeah.
Or should I answer all them?
Yeah, one by
No,
one.
why one?
One by
Okay.
one.
Do you think it's better to rent or to buy a place to live in? Um, I think it depends. If you stay in a big city like New York, it is better to rent a flat and live in it because according to your workplace or maybe your children's school places or your other activities, it is better to rent a flat which is close to your workplace because in big cities, commuting from job to home and vice versa is very struggling issue. It is not easy to um, spend like 4 hours a day for traveling. But if you rent a flat, you can easily shift to another place when you are changing your workplace, or maybe your work is moving to another place. Like in a global world, it is common to shift even not between cities but between countries. So I think when you are very mobile and living in modern big city life, it is better to
Ainura,
rent a flat.
you're answering too much. Remember, no, don't
Okay, I finished.
do not go beyond 20 to 30 seconds. You have spoken 1 minute
Okay,
20 seconds.
1 minute. Okay,
No,
sorry,
only
sorry.
maximum 20 to 30 seconds. And also
Okay.
look at the question carefully. Do you think it is better to rent or to buy? When you're saying rent or buy, whatever, you just show the reasons. Finished. Go to the next
Mm-hmm.
question. How is it easy is it to find a place to live in your country? Okay, no, that's fine for the first time. That's fine, but I need to let you know that do not speak more than 30 seconds about any question
Okay.
in this part.
Mm-hmm. How easy is it to find a place to live in your country? Um, in my country, it is very easy to find a place to live in. There are a lot of renting. There are a lot of places are rented. Yeah, and it is not so expensive, I think, because our country is not expensive, and there are a lot of foreigners here in our capital city. For example, in Bishkek, um, you can go out and meet foreigners. Like it's not unusual thing.
Okay, next question.
Do you agree that there is a right age for young adults to stop living with their parents? Um, it is said that it is better to not stay with your parents than you are like very independent. You have your own work and you are at the right age to create your own family. Because otherwise, if you don't have job, maybe you are dependent on your parents. You are used to it, and you cannot be like independent person.
Mm-hmm.
What options are available to young couples looking for accommodation in your country? Uh, for new couples, it is not so easy to have their to buy their own house because houses are expensive according to our wages in our country. So they have option to rent a flat if they're a new family, and maybe they can take a credit, mortgage credit, to buy themselves a house
Mm-hmm.
or a flat.
Next one.
How how is the housing price in your country now? Was it 5 years ago? How will it be after 5 years? Okay. Um, Uh, the housing prices in our country are stable, I think, for maybe 10 years. But before, they used to be much lower than now. And for about next 5 years, it depends on USD currency fluctuating rates. Rates. Yeah. Mm. I think that in 5 years they will be the same if USD currency will be the same because our costs are our cost of our housing price depend on USD currency. They people are used to value them in USD currency.
Okay, well done. Thank you very much. So your answers are more or less okay, though there's always remember there will always be a little bit grammar problem, so you can always amend it
Mm,
by practicing.
okay.
Okay, the last question is remember that the demonstration of your understanding of tense of past tense, present tense and future tense. You can see how is the housing process
Mm-hmm.
in your country. This is present tense. How was it?
Mm-hmm.
Past tense. How will it be? Future tense. So you have a
Mm-hmm.
chance to compare the pricing of past, present, and future.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
You have answered well. Part three is really easier than part two. And
Mm-hmm.
remember, you can always give some examples. And the only question you got stuck was, uh, I think, which question it was? Do you remember?
Ah,
The right
pleasure involved
huh?
couples.
Couples
I
and
think
also
I omit one question. What are some of pleasures involved in making a home for ourselves? Yeah.
yes. Remember, you need to answer. Don't omit any question. It will affect your score. Okay. All right. Well
Yeah.
done. However, first time speaker. Great. Okay. And remember, the one thing you were also having difficulties, young couples. And do you
Young
agree?
couple. Yeah.
Do you agree there is a right age? Remember that it is asking your opinion. Do not say it is said.
Ah.
You have explained passive voice. In this case, you have to use active voice because the question is asking directly to you. Do you agree or not? It means, do you agree that there is a right
Mm-hmm.
age for young adults? Then you will
Mm-hmm.
start like this. Yes, I do agree, or maybe I don't agree, or maybe it
Mm.
is a question depending on the individual circumstances, whether the
Mm-hmm.
person is to still depend on their parents or not, or the person is
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
be financially solvent or not. Okay, these are
Yeah, yeah.
some tricky questions. You have to be careful about answering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well done overall, I should say. Very good. Thank you very
Uh-huh.
much.
Thank you.
Super
Thank
plus.
you.
Are you ready to answer?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, remember in 20 to 30 seconds. Do not go
Yeah, 30
beyond any
seconds.
answer 20 to 30 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. So the first question is, do you think it's better to rent or buy a place to live in? For me, it's like it depends on how much money do you have. If you have a huge amount of money and you can buy it, then you can have and buy a house. And
Okay, may
if
I
you don't
stop you
have that,
here? Superfluous.
mm,
And also, Ainura, if the question always asks, do you think, do you agree? Remember, it is asking your opinion directly. Do not give a
mm,
general
Mm-hmm.
opinion. Do not say
okay,
what the
so,
Mm-hmm.
other people think. You will
mm-hmm,
explain your situation only.
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Okay, so
got,
you'll say, yeah, I think that is better to rent or buy.
mm-hmm,
Then you will explain why, okay, in the next
mm,
5 to 10 seconds.
got it. Okay,
And what are the
so,
benefits of buying or renting,
mm,
or what are the disadvantages? You can
mm,
compare both, but from your perspective. No, don't go anyone's perspective.
yeah, right,
Clear? Super
right,
Plus and
got
Ainura.
it.
Remember
Okay.
this part. Do you think or do you agree? That means it is asking you directly to get your answer, your opinion, your situation, not someone
Mm-hmm,
else's.
mm-hmm, right,
Right?
right.
Okay.
So I'm starting again. So,
You may, or you can go to the next question. That's fine. We're practicing, remember? So I
yeah,
will
I
get.
will. I will
Yeah,
go with
yeah.
the first question. I will start with the first again. So, yeah, I personally think that buying or renting depends on my money. Like how much money do I have? If I have the money to buy it, then I will go for it. Cause buying something gives you the right that you have that house of yours, and it gives you some positive vibe. So I'll go with that. And if I have less money, then I'll go with rent. And the next question is how easy it is to find a place in to live in your country. It depends where I want to find a house or anything. So if I'm going to the countryside, it is very easier and in a cheaper price I find. But if I'm going to the city side, it will be very difficult and the prices will be high too. But still, we can get it. The third question is, do you agree that there is a right age for young adults to stop living with their parents? I do not agree because I am from the country of culture where we love to enjoy living with our family. Doesn't matter how old we grow and how old we are. We enjoy living with our family. So I don't think there is any age to where we can stop living with the family. It is also very subjective matter and it depends on person to person. From my opinion, it's just like I
Okay.
don't agree. What's options are available to young couple looking for accommodation in your country? Yeah, there are so many options available in my country For the accommodation, we have 2 BHK, we have 1 BHK, we have hostels, we have different PGs also, paying guests. So there are so many things where they can come and stay. What are some of the pleasure involved in making a home for yourself? Exactly. Making a home for yourself is far more better than renting anything, and the few pleasures are like you can decorate it by yourself, you can build it by yourself, in the sense you can decide where what to build and how to do the decoration, what things will be there where, and it gives you the positive vibe that you have your own house. And another thing is that you enjoy when you have something on your own, you enjoy. But sometimes when you have rent, you got to like you worry about, like you have to pay the rent, you have to do this and that, the owner will be there, they can anywhere kick you out. But if you have your own house, then you have this sense like that is permanent, and you're gonna enjoy it for the rest of your life. So the next question is, how is the housing price in your country, and now how it is 5 years, how was it 5 years ago, how will it be after 5 years? So the housing price right now in my country is for one BHK house, you gonna pay almost around 2 million Indian rupees. And 5 years ago it was almost around 1.5 million, something like around that. And in the near future, I think, I hope our GDP will grow, and so as the prices will grow, so it's gonna be increased, but it will be uh, like not that much high so that we cannot afford it. It will be affordable.
Okay, great. Remember, this question's answer, if you are mentioning currency, please mention
Mm-hmm.
also equivalent US dollars. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
fine. There is no problem mentioning Ainura and superfluous. And use these words as well. I forgot. If it is affordable to buy, if it is achievable to buy for you,
Mm-hmm.
or Ainura has mentioned something important that is really amazing, like mortgage. That is very good
Mm-hmm.
options. You can apply for a mortgage if you are good scoring, credit scoring.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you have got loan system, you can mention it. Remember, this question is always related to mortgage loans, or maybe you have got some money, or may have got money from your parents. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that you can buy it. And what options are available here, you have to mention how a person wants to get the accommodation. Is it through an agency, or through advertisement, through paper, through housing rent authorities, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
question is really tricky. It is asking how you can go for the renting or buying. Can you buy directly? Can you go to the house owner and buy from it? No, there may be some systems, some laws and guidelines. You have to follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Remember to make sure to mention these things. Okay, and also uh, always try to understand there may be some hidden tricky question in every question in IELTS exam. That's why
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it is not easy to get the highest score, because
Mm-hmm.
you miss a question like Ainura has done mistakenly, or you miss the important information which you might have included.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Superfluous and Ainura, for the first time. That's very good. Remember, speaking naturally is the best way to get the better score. We call it
Mm-hmm.
articulation. And always you have the chances or opportunities to improve your pronunciation, remember. So if you
Mm-hmm.
want to check a word, always go to the dictionary directly. Do not go to the Googles. I always say
Mm-hmm.
in every lesson, please do not search any word from Google. Go to individual dictionary like Oxford or Cambridge or
Mm-hmm.
Merriam-Webster or maybe Collins or any dictionary you like. All
Okay.
right. And any other question, Ainura? Well done, by the way.
No, I like this topic questions, short answers. Yeah. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, well, welcome. And
And I
super.
love Superflow's answers. He's like fluent. Like, yeah, he don't think what to say. Just he says. Because I think in India they're like their second language. Yeah.
Let me ask him. Superfluous, is English is your second language?
No, sir. Yeah, you're right, right. It's my second language, right? My first language is Hindi. I have
Okay.
studied Hindi. Mm.
And my second language is English too.
Oh.
And Ainura,
Yeah.
is English is a second language?
No, in our place there it's Russian.
So it's
Like English is my like foreign language. Yeah.
third language,
Oh.
you mean?
Mhm.
Hmm. It's not second language, no. Like
Okay.
my parents do not know English at all. My kids just they try to learn in English their lessons. Yeah.
Yeah, they can learn from you. You know, do you remember Aryan, a lady from Vietnam?
Me? No, I
Yeah,
don't.
she's one of my subscribers. Okay, that's a very good story.
Ah,
She,
Ariane. Yeah.
Aryan, she's a businesswoman. She's learning English to teach her children English because learning English in Vietnam is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, thank you very much. You have got 10 seconds. It's really pleasure to get you back, Superfluous and Ainura. If you have got any questions and comments, please write in the subscriber chat. Whenever I'm free, I'll be answering. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Bye,
much. I'll
sir.
see you
Thank
later.
Bye.
you.
Take care.
Thank you. See you.